Welcome to Vanguard Motor Sales. We specialize in buying and selling high quality muscle cars and classics. We get in new cars every day, so our inventory is constantly changing. If you'd like to go check out our website right now, we've got over 150 cars in stock. Hit this button up top. If you'd like to watch an About Us video, hit this button down at the bottom. Now let's go outside and check out what we've got for you today. All right, we're outside here now with our 1968 138 Chevelle. This baby is red hot. And if you want to see about 100 pictures of her, go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. We're going to get this baby up on the lift so you can see how nice the underside is. We'll get under the hood so you can see the 502 that's been added. We're going to show you the good looking black interior. We'll get in the trunk. We're going to show you everything you need to see so you can make a really good decision on your muscle car investment. So come on up, let's take a look at this Chevelle. Okay, let's take a look at the front. One of the things I always look at on a car is the chrome, the grille, the trim, and the chrome and grille on this car look phenomenal. Looks like the bumper's brand new. The grille's in awesome shape. Now the car was restored 20 years ago. The previous owner has had this car for 10 years himself. Look at the trim rings and those rally rims. The center caps look great. The trim along the bottom there is in great shape. The stainless around the windshield, the drip edge looks good. Now the vent window here looks like it's original to the car. It's in good shape. It's showing a little bit of its age. Good looking trim here. The mirror looks good. Door handles look new. The doors operate awesome. Take a look at this. Beautiful paintwork here, and this is always the first place I look on a car. There's 3 thicknesses of metal there. Moisture gets in there and starts eating away. This has been restored to super high quality, and it's got a nice coat of paint on it. Keep it nice and beautiful for years to come. We'll grab the keys here and get in the trunk. When you look down that quarter panel, you can appreciate the body work that the gentleman who did this car did. It is straight as an arrow, and I love to see older restorations. That tells me that they did good quality work. This car still looks this good after 20 years. Now look at the chrome on the bumper. It looks brand new also. The emblems look good. Trunk floor is in great shape. All the wheel wells are solid. It looks like the quarters, I don't see any evidence of any patchwork there. Paint work on the bottom side of the deck lid looks good. It looks like they've replaced this rubber also. Now look down the side of the car. Look how nice and straight it is. The reflection I see of myself is near perfect. That tells me it's a good straight paint job. Look how the door fits. It's nice and flush. The gap looks nice and straight. And again, those door lips, always check those door lips. They look great on this car. And at Vanguard Motor Sales, we are not consignment dealers. We spend the time to check the cars out before we buy them. Then when they come here to our shop, we run them through an inspection process that allows us to answer all your questions when you call at 248-974-9513. Also, we carry an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we've got 100% positive feedback on eBay over 10 years. Now let's check out that interior. All right, I've been a car guy my whole life, and I'll tell you, interior tells the story. Take a look how beautiful this interior is. They took such great care of the interior. You know they took care of the rest of the car. We've got bucket seats, console, staple shifter. It's got a tilt wheel in it, seat belts front and rear. Carpet looks like it was replaced. It looks new. Headliner looks like it's brand spanking new and installed great. No wrinkles in that baby. Now we got the dome light working, dash pad itself looks good. All the gauges look nice and bright on the dash there. This is one beautiful car inside. Let's take a Chevelle for a ride. I tell you what, I love the exhaust on this car. This baby sounds so tough. Of course, that 502 under the hood might have something to do with it. I love it. Now look down here on the dash. The dash is in great shape. I got my speedo working here. Let's see, windshield wipers are wiping. We've got an aftermarket radio down here. We've got aftermarket gauges for our oil and our water temp. These are a lot more accurate than all the gauges that were put in from the factory. Now this is a 138 car, so it was born in SS, but it's got a 502 in it now. And that's what that 502 will do right there. She's going nice and straight. Take a look at that. No hands on the wheel. Absolutely no problem. We'll do a little brake test here. We're braking nice and straight with no hands on the wheel. And at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're shipping experts. We can ship this baby anywhere in the world. You just call Tom at 248-974-9513. He answers his phone 24 hours a day practically, and he does answer it 7 days a week. Now this brings me back to high school. I tell you what, there was a couple guys that had Chevelles. I had a small block Cougar in high school, and those big bad Chevelles would just eat me alive when we'd take off when school was out or heading out to lunch. I was always afraid that one of them guys with a Chevelle would pull out alongside me and embarrass me. Listen to that. Doesn't it sound good? That's awesome. All right, our shop's right outside the Motor City in Plymouth, Michigan. We would love to have you come out and take a look. We've got 20,000 square feet at this shop. Got another storage facility down the street with 10,000 feet. Excuse me. We've got about 150 muscle cars here for sale. All high quality stuff. We hand pick everything. Here's our shop right here at 15100 Keel Street. Now stick around. We're gonna put this baby up in the lift so you can see how beautiful the underside is. And of course, we're gonna show off that 502 under the hood. Okay, we're underneath this 68 Chevelle now. As you can see, this thing is beautiful under here. Take a look at that 3-inch exhaust. The frame looks great. The floorboard on the trunk here looks great. The drop downs here on the trunk floor are also in awesome shape. Now I can see up in the wheel wells where the wheel well comes down and meets the quarter, also beautiful shape. You can see they've added disc brakes out back. She's got air shocks on her, brand new bushings in the lower swing arms and in the upper swing arms. Looks like we got new brake lines too. We got a 12-bolt rear end. Now it is not posi. She's got about a 350 gear in it. The guys rolled it over to count that. Flowmaster mufflers. We got a Holley fuel pump mounted here to the frame. The floorboards are nice and solid. I don't see any evidence that they've had any patchwork done to them. And the frame, it's in good shape also. These frames are notorious for rusting out about right where the lift's at there, because junk got thrown up in that hole and then it'd sit there and rust those babies out. But I tell you what, this frame looks great. And another thing, the rockers. Always take a look at the rockers, the pinch weld. When I get underneath these cars, when we're buying them, that's the first thing I do. I look at these pinch welds. I look at the door door lips where the door skin wraps around. That tells the story about the car. Now we've got this custom 3-inch exhaust coming here. We've got a crossover here, and you can uncap these babies if you want to run open headers. Excuse me. I got a big old heavy duty cross member here. It's a G-Force cross member. Nice setup right there. Got a turbo 400 trans, a great big old finned aluminum pan on her. We've got a chrome closeout panel on the torque converter, some jet coated big tube headers. It looks like a Mylodon or a Canton pan here. I don't see, oh, Mylodon pan. Front cross members in good shape. The front frame horns are nice and straight also, and that tells me the car's never been in any major front end accidents that I can see. We got a big old sway bar. Power steering, brand new lines going to the power steering gearbox there. Looks like I've got new hardware here on the steering. We do have disc brakes up front. I've got brand new ball joints up front. Look at these inner wheelhouses here. All nice and clean paint. We've got new fasteners there. It looks like those wheelhouses may be brand new. Either that or they're highly restored. Great job. We got rally rims here. The trim rings look like they're practically brand new. Center caps look good. We've got BFGs up front, and that's one of my favorite tires to put on these. I love the raised white letters. We got 235 60/15s. And another thing that I always do when we're looking at buying cars is get right up in here. You can see right up inside those fenders. You can feel around up in there. That's another first place to rot is, you know, these tires throw crap up in there. That's nice and smooth inside there. I know that's a good solid front fender. Out back here, there is some meat on the ground. 295 50/15s. Same good looking rims, same good looking trim rings there. Well, let's lower it down and take a look at the 502 under the hood. Wow, look under here. 502 GM Performance. We've got aluminum heads. We've got the Chevy aluminum intake on it. It's got a big old Holly sitting on top. It's dual feed. Looks like vacuum secondaries. It's got an electric choke hooked up there. Some real sharp looking big old Mylodon chrome valve covers. Those are hooker headers. Look at the size of those tubes. Unbelievable. We've got, looks like a newer style HEI distributor. Looks like a new radiator, a new alternator. We've got a chrome fuel filter here. There's a regulator over here to manage the pressure. We've got a fuel pressure gauge here right on the feed for the carb. We've got a manual temperature sensor. It does have manual brakes. It does have power steering. Look at the finish on those inner fenders, baby. Nice and clean. Firewall looks good. The wiring looks great. Looks like a brand new battery in here. I tell you, this car is ready to go, so give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales put this 502 Chevelle in your driveway. All right, we've made it really easy for you. Click on any one of these 5 pictures here and it'll take you right to whatever you're interested in. We're going to give you about 30 seconds here to click these pictures. If you need more time, just go back in the video and click that picture.